All right, welcome back. This is the last one from the event that we did, and this is the one we're going to actually bring in a chain of emails and solve an event plan problem. I'm not going to go through all the importing of the PPT and whatnot because I think that's just too complex to videotape or what. But I'm certainly happy to help people with that at a later date. All right. Or maybe I'll look at some simple components of it, but we'll play that by ear. All right. So again, going back to the script document, the first thing we're going to do basically is give it an assignment now, a little more complex, right? For this role, you're going to be an administrator with a lot of experience, and you are prepping a PD day for Durham College, and we want to make sure it's got that mindset. So I'm not uploading files or anything like that. I'm telling it I will share that information with it when it's time. So we're going to hit submit. And it should take a look at that and say it's ready to go, but it's looking for some more details, and we're going to give it its details, right? So great. What we're going to do is awesome. I'm attaching email thread with has all the details that they've asked for, and then I'm going to say, hey, give me a rough plan behind it. And in here, I can either paste the text-based conversation. What I did here is I actually captured a file, and I'll even show you the file. Hold on here. If I look at the email chain, this is a email chain that flows backwards, basically from looks great to the beginning, where we say we need to do this. And it's an exchange between Jessica, Michael, and Samira on what they're going to do that day and a bunch of different people that they involve in it. So it's a complex chain with a lot of back and forth, just like we'd see on any given day. So with that in mind, I'm taking the email chain, I turned it into a Word document. We could do a text file. I could even do an email file. It doesn't really matter. And I can open this into here and watch it load. And once it loads like this, I just hit go. It's going to take a look at it. And it's going to give me the rough plan. So it's picked up the date. It's picked up the times for each opponent. It's picked up the presenters that go into it. And it's even talked about when those presenters are going to have it done. You'll notice Samira even ended up with the lunch break planning, which is kind of nice, right? So gives us the next steps as well, but this is good. All right. So what I wanted to do now to kind of show you the next aspect, and maybe we'll do a little bit more with it, but we're going to say you're terrific. Again, this is just the next component. This is prompt number 3 in the script. And I'm basically saying, can you give me a summary that I can use to create an agenda slide through PowerPoint? And when I hit OK, it should generate that for me. And it'll give me some information that I can use, some information that exists there, and some suggestions to get into it, right? So you'll see it's picked up the welcome and introduction, the title slide. It's also picked up the agenda slide. But after this, it's going to give me some recommendations because we didn't really have a plan beyond that. And so now it's telling me I should go into the session details and provide each one of the sessions, a lunch break slide, and so forth. So I let that finish and continue. And you know what? I will actually do a little bit more with this. Let's first let this finish. As I said, I don't want to interrupt things completely. Perfect. Now I can copy this information again. You'll notice because it's giving me this kind of layout, it hasn't given me that nice little copy where I've asked for the content, but I can still hit the copy down here. And when I hit the copy down here, I see the copied again. And this time I need to go back into my documents here, and I will now go with a new. And so I right click before, I'm going to go new and then Word document. And again, I want that because it keeps it clean. At this point, I can call it outline, and I'm going to underscore 1 because I already have an outline. But now I know I have a blank Word document, which when I open has nothing in it. And I can paste in what I got from the AI. So I take out the thank you and I take out the follow-up. And at this point now I have the rough ideas behind a slide. And if you remember what I said before, we use headings, these headings up here at the top. And essentially heading 1 is a slide title. So I can go in and actually highlight all the slide titles at once. I'm going to just keep it to a couple headings, but then I can hit heading at once, and I have a bunch of slide titles. Then I'm just going to put this in, and it nests now, right? Heading 2 are bullets, heading 3 are sub-bullets, heading 4 sub-bullets, but I'm going to only go as far as heading 2. So with that, I'm going to actually take all the headings, heading 2s. Actually, I'll do a heading 3 on slide 4 just to make my point. I can take all the heading 2s and highlight them at the same time, and you'll see that I can expedite heading 2. And all my heading 3s have not been done yet, so I can do them at the same time as well. Heading 3, heading 3, heading 3, heading 3, go up here, heading 3, and now I have a great outline that can be imported into PowerPoint. And so I'm just going to save this. You can see it's saving on its own, actually. So I can hit save, wait for it to finish saving, close it. And that's a big part of it is too, you need to close it, because if you don't close it, PowerPoint won't ingest it. And at this point, I can go to PowerPoint presentation. I can create a new PowerPoint presentation. I can call it Imported Outline 1. And when I open it, you'll see that it's blank, which means I don't have to delete the empty slide or anything to that effect. It just says add my first slide. I click on new slide. I go slides from outline. It's going to want to know where to go. Fortunately, it's close. I go into my event day. I look for my outline 1, select it, hit insert. If I look down here, I should see it inserting. If I don't see it inserting, it might mean that the file's open or it might have an error. But at this point, you can see it's all been imported. Now, a lot of us don't have this designer function on our work computers. Fortunately, I'm on my home computer doing this, so I actually have it. And this is where I was saying now we can immediately, hey, I go in here, I take the slide 1 out, maybe I take the title out here, and I call this PD Day. And I take the word title out, and I take the word subtitle out, and I take out the date and the location, and I make myself a nice title thing, and I go to designer, and I ask it to make it look pretty for me. And it may do it, it may not do it. If I don't like it, I can go back here and go, okay, let's insert a picture, and it'll give me pictures on my device, stock pictures, and online pictures. And as I mentioned, online pictures, it'll actually give you online pictures, and it will give you either free pics or quotes that go with it. So let's just call it activities and see what it comes up with. So this is great. We can use something like this to make it more interesting. And I hit insert, and now it drops it in there, and you'll see immediately new PD Day designs have come up. So I choose this one. And with that, I get a nice PD Day, Professional Development Day, and so forth. And I could do that for all of my slides. All right. That basically is what we're trying to do today. Hopefully it helped you. But if you have any additional questions, be happy to chat with you when it's opportune. Thank you.